Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Good to have you. Welcome, crustacean heads. I hope you're ready for some more Kenshi Crab Run. That's right. Yesterday, we made it to the crab village. We got ourselves a bunch of crabs, and then a lot of those crabs died. So today we are still in the middle of hostile territory with medical and repair supplies waning and two crabs to our name, and we have to see exactly what we're going to do about this situation and where we take it from here. Welcome in on Twitch, Space Monkey and Fru. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in YouTube viewers. Welcome in VOD watchers. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Wouldn't want you to get crabby waiting on me. And Ada, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy crab adventures. Thank you, thank you. It's a little weird that OBS isn't picking up the game yet. Usually it does by this point. Let's see if I force it. There we go. Drink a little water. Just had dinner. All right, so we've got Mittens and Snips and Hermit. Now, Mittens should have a backpack. So let's load Mittens up with these fish. So somebody on YouTube, Armchair Civilian, brought up a good point, which is that maybe we try to make it to Crab Town and ally with the Crab Raiders so that they stop being so hostile to us. And honestly, that might be about our best option from here. It would be ideal if the crabs were healed a little more than they are. They don't have a general store in this town, do they? Just the beast trader, it looks like. The other thing is Hermit, the wear damage is pretty bad. But I think because we're a skeleton, the skeleton bandits will allow us in to use their skeleton repair beds. So I think we aim for Crab Town first, and then we try to go to Elder and the skeleton bandits. All right, wish us luck. Into the great yonder we go. I suppose it would have been good to grab those bedrolls as well. Wonder if it would help us to sneak. All right. Wow, that's a big group of crabs. And I think the crabs will aggro on us even though we are crabs. I don't think there's any sort of, like, loyalty there about the whole situation. Luckily, their healing factor as animals is pretty good. What am I seeing in the water over here? Oh, beak things. Pups. No, they're adults. I guess my sense of scale is just off. All right, looking for familiar landmarks. How far have we made it? A little under halfway. Let's try to get up to this plateau and take the high ground. It's a big group of crabs. See if they pass. Okay, that is actively a group of crab raiders. Which way are they gonna go? Now, also, it should be noted that we do have a crab raider disguise, but if they... What's my disguise rate? 60%. So they will be unhappy if they think that I am trying to disguise myself and they catch me. Here we go. Okay. This, we could be in for another long fight here. Now, in a way, it would almost be better if we just kind of stayed down. Because they might move on then. I don't... Why did a text-based story make you cry? Because words are powerful. I'm a little worried about snips. What if we put everybody on sneak? So Mittens keeps getting up. Oh, and now we've got Reavers, too. That's probably a bad thing. My wear damage is going to be so bad. I wonder if there's a limit to how low your maximum health can get with wear damage. Oh man, this is just crazy aggro. Hey, Zartrin, welcome in. Okay, Hermit, this time you stay down. All right, so ideally they move on. Gonna need this med kit. Okay, so Snips is in recovery coma. Yeah, the bed would have been a good thing to keep on us here. Yeah, we used like almost 1.5 med kits. Maiko, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, Snips is back up. Mittens is up. Maybe if we just keep doing this, we'll just inch closer and closer to the Crab Kingdom. Which I want to say is here. It looks like a band of Reavers that way, maybe. I think we are fairly close to the site of Ark. Where'd the Reavers go? Oh no, they're Crab Raiders. It's just all raider, none crab. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, there's their crabs. Okay. We don't serve crabless. Why don't y'all go this way? Ah, great. Okay, here it comes. Get ready for it. Man, what is Mitten's dexterity? 72. I think this one just bled out on the ground. Yeah. Mittens is a vicious attacker. Snips is in recovery coma again. Oh no, here comes more crabs. So we're gonna be here a while. At least until Hermit gets knocked unconscious. Maybe then we can play dead and they'll leave us be. Remind you why you are killing crabs instead of raising an army with them. Well, we are on our way to ally with the crab raiders, but they won't have that for right now. So, unfortunately, we're just forced into self-defense. And we appear to have broken the game again, where the enemies are just standing around, not attacking. Oh, but the second I use a repair command, they attack again. Interesting. Hey, Kitty, welcome in. Good to have you. Crabs are really remarkable attrition fighters. All right, let's let them do their thing. And I think their thing is they don't attack the crabs, but they attack me, and then my crabs aggro on them, and then they attack my crabs. No, they definitely attack the crabs. Well, hello, Raiders. How's it going? Todd, Katria, hope you're well. Lord Mark, good to see you. And Ezzy, welcome in. I hope everybody's doing well. So, y'all, we're doing some, what game was it? I stopped in for a second. Was it Repo? Yes, Repo. So they were doing a community or like multiple stream repo with crowd control. So we've got Todd, we've got Katri. I want to say it was also V and Little Miss Big City, all good friends of the channel. And they all pretty regularly do some combined repo and multiplayer action over there. Great spaces, chill people, good place to be, very welcoming. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Ad Noctum, variety streamer on YouTube and Twitch. I also make videos on YouTube and now on TikTok. We are playing Kenshi. I play Kenshi every Saturday, Sunday. And we are raising crabs. We are doing a CRABMASTER playthrough of Kenshi. So that's what you've just joined us for. Raiders, if you... That text-to-speech confused me. Raiders, if you got to get out of here, no worries whatsoever. I don't know how long you were streaming, but it could have been a while. So if you need to step away, no worries whatsoever. Anybody who's here for me enjoys the type of chill space that we have and welcoming community. Definitely check out our Raiders, Todd and Katri. Welcome on in. Good to have you all. And I think I saw that we got shout-outs for everybody. So how'd the repo go? Finally found something weird with vertical and classic view on mobile. Every time you switch, it adds one layer of echo. You're at like 5 times echo right now. Oh no. Welcome in, Raiders. Great to have you. We are currently barely hanging on for life. Yeah, no worries. Stream was chaotic for a change. Repo was absolute chaos as always. We're playing with Steph and V, but they had to split early. Yeah, I was in there. I was in there while I was eating dinner a little bit. But glad you all had a good time. Is that a regular thing where you do it on a certain day or a certain day of the week or something like that? Or do you just do it when your schedules line up? Hermit, how about you stay down this time? Usually once a month whenever the schedules line up. Very cool. It's great that you all are able to get together for that regularly. It's a lot of fun making friends on here and getting to game with them. Done Repo and Peak. That's right. Y'all have any other games you're talking about expanding into? Go, Mittens. Go. Liberate us. Almost. Wow. Man, the crabs really got it. Might do other games if you have been suggested or mentioned during the chats. Yeah, there's a lot out there, so I'm sure you've got a lot of options. Is there a crab name suggestion thing like in past runs? You're trying to get Krusty in here? I'll try to. We haven't been keeping a running tally, but I was definitely grasping for names before, so I'll definitely try to get a Krusty in there. All right, somebody's got a first aid kit for me. Need first aid kits for Mittens. Must run off to work. Have a good one, Space Monkey. Thanks for coming over with the raid and helping out with the channel. There we go. We'll get Mittens all patched up. We need to fix Snip's leg as well. Going to slip into a lurk while you grab dinner. Hope you get something good. Hermit's got to have a high... Yeah, 52 field medic. We're going to end up using like half the first aid supplies we just looted. Just for one round of healing. Alright, it can't be that far to the Crab Kingdom now. It can actually be kind of far. Maybe don't split up. Maybe that's not what you want to do. Okay, they're attacking Hermit again. Take extra first aid. Also means that they're not able to patch themselves up if they wake up. Yeah, what's Mittens doing? Oh, Mittens is in sneak. That's why Mittens isn't helping out. Okay, we now have Snips unconscious for quite a while. I guess it'll give them some time to get their health back, though. How's Mittens doing on food? Almost eaten an entire stack of the dried fish. And Mittens is looking like the MVP of this run. Go ahead and take their armor off, so if they wake back up, they won't be able to tank so many hits. Can't stop thinking about crab names. Mittens very pinchy MVP. All right, I think we can attempt to move on again. Snips is getting more toughness too. That's good. We were at 25 before those encounters. We're now up to like 32. Outpost. What kind of outpost would this be? I can't see it. Maybe we need to investigate as we get closer. Hey, what's up, V? If we did not, we could go ahead and get a shout out for V as well, since she was streaming with the rest of the Chaos crew. If you're available. No worries if not, I can do it in a moment. Oh, that kind of outpost, I see. Thank you, Maiko. V, I hope you're doing well. We're all crabbed up on a Sunday night. Can go shout V into the street if that helps. Shout it from the rooftops. Man, I gotta get myself to a repair bed. How far would we be from Skeleton HQ? I feel like the Skeleton HQ is like... It's probably somewhere over here. Oh, crabs can't cross bridges? Why did I not learn that in crab school? That's a lot of crab. That was advanced crabmatics. Wasn't required. Well, it should be. Look at me now, a crab venturer who can't take his crabs over a bridge. Look at me now, a crab who won't let himself be. Okay, so I seem to have been confused about the location of the crab village. I have not yet found it. I thought it was here. So we're going to have to look around a bit to find our way to the promised crab. What is this? That's a warehouse. I am lost. What are you? Are you fishmen? Wow, look at the size of the fishmen squads. I feel like the gurglers raid the crab town, so maybe that's the right direction. Probably heard about all these crabs. They are kind of the talk of the town. Who's attacking me now? It's a crab. Wait. I think the crab just gave me a little pinch as I walked by. Catch it and name it Gil. No one said it would be easy being a crab master, but I didn't think getting lost on the way to Crab Town would be the issue. Maybe with the rising of the morning sun, we can see a little bit more easily. Oh yeah, it's the randomly aggressive scavengers. And reavers. Hey, what's up, Willow? Just lurking tonight or watching Star Trek movies with some friends. Have a great stream. Thank you. Enjoy. Oh, that's a lot of gurglers. By which I mean that's a lot of gurglers. Okay, so the gurglers are a little more resistant than the fogmen. Hey, Common Rider, welcome in. My wear damage is getting bad. I almost wonder if I should try to find the skeleton bandits first. Get my wear damage up a little. Wow, look at the size of that crab. That is a nice crab. Discovered a settlement. Is this what I'm looking for? Either that or a horrible trap. Let's find out. Need the ability to post memes in chat because the guy with his girlfriend checking out another woman meme, but add in crabs. But who's the third party? Is it a woman and I'm ignoring the woman for crabs? Is that the implication? Or it's a gurgler? I'm checking out a gurgler? I wonder if this settlement is a gurgler trap anyways. Or is it... It might be the Reaver town, which I don't really want. Okay, yeah, I think I've got to get this wear damage taken care of. Discovered tower. I don't remember what that tower is, but I don't think it's a good thing. At least not an eminently good thing. This is Stobe's Garden. I'm looking for Iron HQ. See, I'm trying to navigate around entirely on memory and exploration and not using, you know, like Googling a map or anything. So it's kind of elite ball knowledge right here if I can make it work. Thought wear damage only happened on full moons. You know, I almost made that joke. Okay, Snips is in a recovery coma. That's not great. Shouldn't be for too long, though. Oh! Oh, we're being attacked by another Elder Crab. Wait, why is their Elder Crab so much larger than mine? And also destroyed? Be a little lurky while you try to muster the last of your energy to tidy up the house before the work week starts again. No problem. Hopefully, we are a boon to your comfort and productivity. Okay, Iron HQ. I need Iron HQ. Did not realize there were land bats here. Gonna go grab dinner? Sounds good. Enjoy. Discovered outpost. What kind of outpost would that be? Is that might be Iron HQ in the distance. Got crabs, indeed. I had a lot more crabs, but some of them died. Oh, it's another one of these outposts. And gurglers. I think I saw Iron HQ in the distance. I'm just trying to get there so I can repair my wear damage, and maybe we can rest up the crabs. And then we'll take another shot at finding the crab town. I swear that's Iron HQ. I'm gonna be real embarrassed if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's Iron HQ. Okay. Reloading. I'm gonna zoom in close to help the game load. Now, hopefully they don't attack crabs on sight. Okay, not everybody knows how to get there. They're collectively very bad at pathfinding. You know what would be cool is if at some point I took every settlement that I've built and I saved each of them as a mod, but staffed them with tech hunters. And then I did a playthrough with the world changed by all the settlements that I built in my other playthroughs. Okay, however y'all figure it out, I need you to get up here. Or they thought you were going to say staff them with crabs. Okay, I hate the way they split up. Okay, as a skeleton, I believe I should be welcomed here. "104 toughness, that crab is literally the stone golem." Mittens has been carrying the playthrough. So are y'all... You mind if I just drop on in here? Boom! We had... we had like 56 points of wear damage. It was ridiculous. I knew we had to get in here and get some rest. And to think, in another playthrough, these were our sworn enemies. Now, the thing that sucks is I think we do become enemies with them if we ally with the Crab Raiders.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Love Glutton. I wonder if they have anything for sale here. Where is Elder? Elder should be the only one that's, you know, actually a robot. Ah, here we go. So the meat brains actually managed to find a real skeleton. I won't lie, I'm grateful for the sensible company. Welcome to Stobe's Legacy. Wait, are we gonna get lore that I've never gotten in any other playthrough? Stobe's Legacy? They worship him, the warriors of Great Stobe. He's an eternal martyr now, exterminator of the human plague. Isn't the justice ironic? Exterminator of humans? That's a lie and you know it. And what of it? Stobe's finally getting the recognition he deserves, and a fitting retribution to top it off. How? Matters not. The humans are as fickle as flies, forgotten in the blink of a century. Think hard before you judge, old one. What's with your followers? There's nothing wrong with them. They're just that. People. Standard, moldable organics. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Gonna get a shout out for you here. Let's see what you were up to. Was it Kenshi? I feel like we have met you playing Kenshi before. Let's find out. It was Kenshi. Hope y'all were doing well. Feel free to tell us about the playthrough, anything you got going on over there. I am a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube, and I make videos, mostly Kenshi, but other things on YouTube. And I play Kenshi every Saturday, Sunday. Today, we are doing a CRABMASTER playthrough. So, we, a lone skeleton, are trying to raise crabs for mastery in battle to take over all of the major factions. So that's the playthrough this time. And of course, hardcore, no reloading. If somebody dies, that sort of thing. Playing quite vanilla. Yeah, I totally understand. My first vanilla playthrough was like 300 hours. And even now, I've only got like 7 mods. But yeah, feel free to tell us about it, anything you like, or about yourself. But welcome in, good to have you. We're just learning a little bit about the skeleton bandits. So we asked about the skeleton. Oh, by the way, if you got to get out of here, no worries whatsoever, whether it's spoilers, or you got to go eat, or you got to just get off screens, whatever. You're welcome to hang out with us as long as you'd like, but I don't want you to feel like you have to stick around. Just beat the Dust King. Big win. That is a big win. That's one of the first, like, big bosses, at least that I beat in my playthrough, so it's a big milestone. Good job. Give you a follow, too. I'll try to come by in general, but if I see you while you are playing Kenshi, I'll definitely try to come by. Got lucky, no one was manning the turrets, and you had a bull, and he just stomped them all. Man, animals in this game are... Wait. Relations with Reavers decreased. Reavers are now hostile. As long as I don't want the crab bandits. No! Okay. I gotta reload because I was just clicking through. I mean, I think I have to reload. I think we have to be friends with the crab raiders. Wanted people to see a much better player. Oh, no worries. Always felt powerful after beating Dust King until you discovered Bugmaster. Yeah, got a jet. Have a great stream. Also don't want to spoil too much for yourself. Yeah, get out of here. Thank you for the raid. I'll definitely try to come by and catch you playing Kenshi sometimes, and congrats on the win. What to do, what to do. Yeah, I'm gonna reload that one because I was just clicking through stuff to try to show something to the raiders. So if you've got a problem with that, leave me a comment. Although it does suck that you can't be allied with the... Well, maybe you can. See, I'm making assumptions here, but maybe there is a way to be allied with both. I feel like it would be more... Oh. This is after. I feel like it would be more of an exploit than an intended mechanic if you were able to do that. But maybe it's possible. Okay, so this should be pre-allyship. It is. Okay. Wonder if they have actual human beds in here I could put the crabs in. Might just have to let them heal up a little bit. How tough are they exactly? They're pretty tough. See, because we are going to need access to skeleton repair beds, so it's going to be good to know where we can get that between fights. In this part of the map, I feel like Spring might have some, and I know Flats Lagoon does. There's the skin houses down here, but I think they become hostile with us once we ally with the crab raiders. It's a predicament. Feels like I'm being asked to choose between two factions. I should have picked up the bedrolls way back there. What happens if I pick up a... Can I pick up a crab and put them in the repair bed? I don't even know if that would do anything. I feel like it's not enhancing the recovery speed at all. Yeah. They're going up, though. They're getting better. Honestly, this right foreleg is probably not super impactful. It does lower their general stats. And dexterity is important for cut damage. We might have to gain enough of a crab force to wipe out Iron HQ, and then we can freely use the skeleton repair beds. I wonder what kind of weapons they have. It's like sabers of some sort, ringed. Only just now noticed the crab's photos looking like they're part of Hermit. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so with a little repair, let's head out again and see if we can locate... They don't know how to get there. That's just Hermit. See if we can locate the Crab Raider village this time. We're also a little short on money, and I don't know how we're going to get it. Back in Mongrel, we could turn in Fog Prince heads. I don't remember if any of the Gurglers have anything like that. We could see about cracking some of these outposts. I don't know that we've really got the inventory space to carry much with us. group of gurglers. I'm gonna end up scouring this whole coast. The weird echo only happened after you joined with the raid. Got you. If I remember, I'll report that in the Discord. They have like a technical feedback section for the vertical streaming. Discovered outpost. I don't think that's what I want, but if I remember right, it's like a Second Empire police station or something in this area. Raids have been a little goofed on mobile lately, again, anyways. Yeah, as much as they've been putting in work on the mobile side, it never seems to be quite where it should be. Yeah, I think that's a Second Empire police station. Wow, it's running awful in this area. Maybe it's because I've got the squad size turned up. At least now you know for sure it's just Twitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was always Twitch. I don't think anybody has a truly good mobile experience with Twitch. I don't know how the YouTube side is on mobile, though. Crab Town. Show me Crab Town. Usually pretty solid over on YouTube. Well, that's good to know. The advantage of multi-streaming is you kind of cover all of the bases, all the strengths and weaknesses. Peeking in to see the glory of Crabtown. Well, we still have not found it. Oh, and this is a big group of hostile scavengers, so... Okay, so the scavengers are a little scary. Because first of all, they use weapons that have heavy bleed with the crossbow. But second, I don't know if they would butcher the crabs. Crabtown is where the heart is and all that. Do crabs have hearts, or is it like a differently named organ with a similar but slightly different function? Okay, Snips is in a recovery coma, so I guess we gotta stay here. Let's, see about getting some first aid. Look at Hermit standing stoic over his crab. So he just told you crabs have hearts. I do think I remember that they have hearts, but they, for some reason, I'm thinking they're different. Or maybe it's their blood that's different. Something about their circulation is different in a way that I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, there's the warehouse again. There's a bunch of reavers. Is a scavenger? Limping away. It's just patrolling by himself? Okay, while they're distracted, we may have a chance to go down here. Just don't trust Siri anymore. You think it's dumber because he won't turn the extra AI on. Crab Town, Crab Town, Crab Town. Show me the Crab Town. Show me the Crab Town could be heavily misinterpreted. I can't think of one single way that could be misread. Yeah, we discovered a ruin. That's not really what I'm looking for. Like, yeah, it's cool and all, and it might even be a place where we can get some money. I really gotta find Crab Town first. Maybe it's over here somewhere. I don't know if we went that far east before. More scavengers. And now gurglers. Hold up now. Y'all don't have to go chasing that far. Okay, so I don't think... Well, maybe it's over this way. do remember it being in kind of like a valley like this. Discovered settlement. Oh, maybe that is it? Oh, great. Here we go again. Remind me why we want to be friends with these guys again. You both like water? Just let them do their thing. Okay. So now Snips is going to be in another recovery coma. All right, so we're patching up Mittens. What? Is this the same group? Yeah. The amount of violence in this playthrough is unlike any that we've seen in previous, I think. I can't do anything but laugh and look on. Oh, Hermit's now up to 71 natural defense. Now, I'm kind of hoping these numbers mean that I'm actually getting close to the Crab Town. I don't remember Crab Town settlement being... Oh, maybe it is, like, in here. So we may just need to hold on a little bit longer. Snips in another recovery coma. They have, like, annoyingly good armor. Which is funny to say because I'm using theirs, but... Okay, Snips is about to get back up. And right back down. Maybe not a coma this time, but we'll see. Okay, Snips is in coma right now. Oh man, some of these crab raiders are being knocked out in the acid water. That's brutal. Okay, we have some first aid, but we're definitely going to need to collect some more. Okay. Can we catch a break? Can we make it to Crab Town now, please? I would really like to ally with these raiders. instead of bashing our head against them for literal in-game days. I think Hermit just ran out of first aid, so let's see what we can do about that. Unfortunately, you cannot stack the ones that are taken from enemies, apparently. Also, we should be checking... I don't know if any of them have a chance to spawn with specialist grade crab armor. Okay, and it doesn't look like alpha gurglers have anything. There might be... I think it's king gurglers have something you can sell. So it's not going to be a great source of income to fight gurglers the way it would fog princes. Gonna finish a daily with someone on a game right quick. Yeah, get that daily, no problem. Harry Crab's giving, thank you. Do you have any wishes for the Great Crab? Not them resting up in the light of the moon. These crabs are recharged by the moon. For his legs to be long and many, a selfless wish. Good. The crab is pleased. Okay, now tell me I'm on my way to Crab Town. I gotta be. Why are we moving so slowly? Ah, it would be the leg injury that Snips has. Speed shall improve as the health does. Are they gonna... Yeah. Alright, well, we got a couple unconscious crabs again. And here come the fishmen. My way to Crabtown is now an idiom for a fruitless, endless endeavor, much like a wild goose chase, but slower and more painful. Oh, man, I think we actually scared off some of the gurglers. Got up and ran away. Okay, while we're here, let's get Hermit to trade off a bunch of foul meat. It's free food, essentially. And it looks like each of the crab backpacks can carry 40 units of it, which is a pretty good amount. It's not the most filling food, but... And Snips is in a recovery coma again. See, the thing is that Snips is the one that is growing stronger because Mittens is so strong, new levels at this point just take forever. I'm not sure what the defense stat actually does for animals, because as far as I know, animals never try to block. When can you be in a recovery coma? You could use one. Sleep hygiene is the closest thing I can recommend. I cannot recommend any ways of putting yourself in a recovery coma. That would be reckless and probably get me sued. Go say hi to G. Can I just peek over? It's Crab Town. We're almost to Crab Town. You know, I'm tempted to have Hermit run in and try to establish diplomacy real fast. Can we do it? Run, Hermit! Run! Establish diplomacy! Here's the speech bubble. Crab Queen! Boy, the crabless ways, I see. Well, crabless man, what do you know of crabs? All I know is I love them. Who wouldn't? They're intelligent, affectionate, and loyal, too. You'll fit in well with the Crab Raiders. Can I join the Crab Raiders? We crabbed are open-minded people. Prove yourself. We have enemies in the pits. Prove your loyalty to the crabs, and they will do so in return. Sign me up. All right, we have now made irreversible decisions. We're now allied with the Crab Raiders, but at the cost that we are now hostile with the Skeleton Bandits and the Skin Bandits, both of whom have free skeleton repair beds that we could make use of. Now, if we want to do that, we're going to have to wipe them out and take them. Can the crabs not actually path into Crab Town? What a strange decision. I mean, it's probably some sort of limitation. But it's really weird that you wouldn't be able to bring your crabs into Crab Town. Maybe it's because they're elders and they're just too large. Well, okay, let's see what we got here. Crab smithy, worker hut, get a crab bar. Do they not actually sell crabs here? Who are they fighting? Oh. What? Attacking troublemakers. Protect close allies. Well, who's troublemakers? Attacking enemies. Is it this crab? It's the rare crab raider initiation dance. They're having a rave? Yeah, something like that. Okay, they're all done now. I was looking to see if there's a crab seller in here. Ain't a lot of targets here, but what are you gonna do? The crabs like it. I guess we can check out the bar. Maybe they've got some sleeping bags we could make use of. There is another animal lunch bag, so we can put one on Mittens and one on Snips. Yeah, we'll start with that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even see if they had any first aid. They really don't have a lot for a functioning town. Like, not even a general store or a crab goods store. Oh, there is a crab shop. Okay. Okay, they do sell crabs. Learn a lot from crabs, traveler. Sure can. I think these are all recruits. Why do you have a bounty with the United Cities? Huh. Okay, so if we wanted to get money... Hey, welcome back, Katri. Let's go see if this scavenger has anything we can sell. I will never make a living doing this. See, part of me wants to say, like, obviously Fog Prince heads are good money. Part of me wants to say that Beak Thing nests would be too, but the consequences of getting that wrong are pretty severe. We'll wait until the stores open and check them out. I guess we could work our way up a bounty list. Like, I'm sure, I know we could take out the Band of Bones. Dust King we could if we could get everybody outside. For 9,000, we can get a teenage crab. Oh, but for 9,900, we can get an adult crab. All right, Love Glutton wanted this one to be crusty. Nice. Stats are pretty low, but don't you worry, we'll get that worked out. It seems to be that if you bought a crab and kept it here until it was an elder, then it would be too big to fit out of the gate, and it would be stuck in Crab Town forever. But where are you going? Oh, my my right mouse was held down. You know, we could go back to Black Scratch and we could try to cash in the bounty for the Moon Colt. Crab yearning to wander the wastes. That your crab, she's a keeper. That she is. Oh, did we get more? Yeah, look. We got more crab raiders following us. I forgot that happens sometimes when you're allied. Oh, we could bust open this armory. It might have some stuff in it that's worth something. We might need tools for that, though. Interesting how the crab raiders went over there and just started busting the doors down, even though it's unlocked. So these are tough ones. These are the security spiders. Hey, these skeleton muscles are worth something. Uh-oh. Some of those were dead, but I don't know how many. Oop. No, Mittens, you stay where you are. Wow, that's a lot of spiders. You know what? It's probably because I turned the population slider up. Krusty I'm gonna put on hold. And see how they deal with this. Crabs are dealing incredible damage, though. Something immensely disappointing about knowing it's a near zero chance you'll just happen upon and befriend a coconut crab in the course of your day-to-day life. Things are kind of terrifying. I mean, super cool, but kind of terrifying. I don't know how Mittens is going to handle this. Let's try. Oh man, Mittens is just charging in. Hold on, Mittens. Don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, so this actually ended up being, like, really good money. And we didn't even get into the armory part of the armory yet. Tell you what, these crab raiders are pretty valiant warriors. Any upstairs? Amazing, they had like 20 packed into the downstairs. So they do eat foul raw meat. Good. Will be a good way for us to stock them up on food. All right, let's see what else we can break into here for some money. Eight cats. Also some lockpicking experience, not bad. Contract with crab raiders has ended. Amazing that it lasted just long enough for us to take on this outpost. not really worth a ton of money there. %0 chance to break into that, huh? Pretty good money right there. Hey, that's a nice defense bonus. But you know what? I feel like we have to stick with our iron stick. Hi, yes, this is my display stand. Yes, this is my chunk of copper. Actually, I joke, but if I had a cool chunk of copper, I would show it off in a display stand as well, so. Carry on, Second Empire. All right, let's head back to Crab Town and try to sell some of this stuff and maybe avail ourselves of another crab. Why would you split up that way? Copper is so pretty. I really like the look of freshly machined copper. Or like hammered and polished copper. But when you turn some copper on a lathe with your speeds and feeds just right and a good sharp tool, it looks real nice. Now, I think as allies, the crab raiders will patch up my crabs as well. Wow, they barely have any money here. Not very successful raiders. Maybe the crab smithy will have more money. We'll just kind of leave Hermit in town and let's see if we can take these guys and find some... maybe some gurglers or something to fight. Might just be repeating what you said, but different, but definitely think copper looks best with a bit of texture, but not a high gloss polish. Like a satin sheen. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Makes it glow like magic and look so soft. Yeah, it's kind of like ever so slightly cloudy. But in a way of like an actual cloud. Okay, show me some fishmen I can train against. I'm sure we'll run into some if we just leave them out here. All right, the crab smithy should be open any second now. You know what would look good on you? A crab helmet. Take a look. Try it on for size. You making fun of me? You know I can't wear helmets. Good first aid kits. Here we go. Have a question in that vein that I may know the answer to. What's up? Honestly, their smithy kind of sucks. I've got high grade stuff. They don't have anything better than standard. A lot of it's prototype and shoddy. Okay, hold that question for when I come back because we have an ad break over on Twitch. So I'm going to go ahead and take this break, run to the restroom real quick. We're going to play some clips of the channel. Thank you for hanging out, especially if you're on YouTube where you don't get the ads. I appreciate it. It just helps keep us all on one schedule. So thanks for being here. I'll see you in about 3 minutes. This mini truck looks like a death trap. Maybe compared to some of the other tanks that are on the road, yeah. There's a death trap for that person. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm no longer fast as fuck. I accelerated at a great pace in a negative direction. That's what she said. Probably, yeah, that is indeed what some she has said, I bet. And you know who that she was? Kenshi. I think there's a lesson in there for all of us. Every stream is a dying stream if you're bad enough. God damn it. You taught me about this. Why is that a thing?
Best bet's to access it from the service level. Gotta weigh in from there.
Judy's hair reminds me of a rooster. Alright, now luckily I already absorbed some of these mines up through here, so there should be fewer. Notice I didn't say none, I said fewer.
Tried to land on one, and I got him.
You know who you got?
Did I get you?
Yes!
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I needed a second to process the fact that you just squished me from the sky.
Jeez.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later.
Now's a bad time. He'll be back for it later. Okay, he won't be back later. Would you leave me alone?
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence.
I killed a ton of
If this is
people.
about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
I lost my right leg. No, child. Child, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Do not let this be the last thing you see of me. Hold on. Hold on. Do it for her. Do it for her. No, no, I clicked quit breathing. No. All right, I do appreciate you hanging out. We're ready to get back into the game as the ads are now over. We'll, however, have some water. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's go see about, this time let's buy an adult crab. Put crab names in chat. Oh, I just realized, are they all male? Now, that's an interesting piece of world building that I have never reflected on until this moment. Santa Claus. Question, you're going to skip explaining what you think you know and just assume you know nothing. Oil rubbed bronze, what does the oil do? How does it actually make a lasting finish? Why not other metals? Oil is used to keep all metals from, well, not all, a lot of metals from tarnishing. I don't know exactly what oil rubbing entails. It could be that it's something where the oil is heated to a certain extent, or I'm not sure quite what, but basically the goal would be for it to embed in the pores of the bronze, and that would stop the surface oxidation from happening. Antioxidants, you know, of a sort. Oh, look, we got a bunch of gurglers. Let's go send Santa Claus over there. We need to start getting some training for Santa and Krusty. Get Krusty up here, too. So to backtrack slightly, no female crabs anywhere. Not available in the store, so, you know, it makes you wonder. Okay, so I guess the crab raiders just aren't gonna help me out. Come on, Snips, get up here. Mittens is the only one who really doesn't need the training. Wow, Snips got knocked out too? Okay, Mittens, get over here, I guess. We'll just have Mittens go on passive when not needed. See potential for a short about how Kenshi is sexist, but not the way you expect. Okay, now we put Mittens back on passive. Hermit's gonna patch everybody up. I can't believe they even knocked Snips down so easily. Santa Claus is back up. Krusty's gonna be up soon, and so is Snips. Let's send Hermit into town, and we're actually gonna buy a couple more backpacks. A fine squad. I think what I may have to do is get a second wooden backpack for Hermit. And designate one just for carrying food. Really was a mistake not grabbing the bed rolls earlier. We could probably go back and do that. You're mildly amused by the realization that I have a quad squad, 4 crabs, 4 legs each. True. I do feel like the Fogmen were more forgiving training targets for them. I wonder how much more time we would save going there. So, Hermit's wear damage is looking a little low. I'm wondering about what other enemies will butcher animals. Maybe there's Fogmen on this island. That's the unusual thing about this playthrough, is that a lot of enemies that would be really tough for us are maybe not as tough this time around. But the counterpoint is, if we get knocked out even for a second around, like, even a starving bandit, we could lose our best crab. It's definitely a different paradigm. That looks like a bunch of gurglers, yeah. One of the really important parts of animal training is getting the toughness up, because animals have self-healing, and it works at an increased rate while they're in a recovery coma. But they need to be able to go into recovery coma without taking so much damage that they die, or without bleeding out with their wounds getting worse. So they need that toughness stat to be higher. Here we go. Mittens is just supervising. Kind of a target-rich environment out here. You know what's interesting is the flora here kind of looks like the gurglers. Snips went all the way up there in search of blood. And more enemies down here? Ah, Reavers. Might just be ones that got back up, but... There we go. Contract with the Crab Raiders has ended, so they'll stop stealing as much of our thunder. Krusty, you get in there. You gotta learn to fight. Oh, Krusty's on hold. That's why Krusty's not running around doing any combat. Okay, we got a couple recovery comas going around. They eat their food fast. Why is Snips all the way down there looking for violence? I do truly have to be careful that I don't get too many crabs and then I'm not able to keep up with their food supply. All right, we're gaining a little in attack. I think Krusty started with only like 5. Gurglers down here. They seem to just run this path. Where do they go? It's like they've got a little island over here. Maybe there's like a base for them. Maybe that one's just kind of confused. Oh man, what an image. It's an amphibious attack. Okay, yeah, so going all the way out to this island did not help us. Let's try over here. Honestly, I feel like we've got to be ready to take on a faction. Well, once we get Krusty and Santa Claus and maybe Snips like up in toughness, but just based on the damage output and our fighting capability, we're already fighting Reavers, we were fighting Crab Raiders. That's got to be tougher than a lot of what the basic factions would have in store. Careful with these scavengers. They're the ones that I'm not sure if they will butcher animals or not. There we go. Bloodthirsty, I like it. They don't seem like they're doing butchering, but I'm still gonna stay cautious around them for now. Wow, minus 57. That's a nasty recovery coma. So we can't go too far until Krusty recovers. But if the game's gonna throw some low-level mobs at us, I'm okay with that. We'll have Mittens stand directly over Krusty and guard. Scavengers or Gurglers? Now, Santa Claus has quite the recovery coma as well. Okay, Mittens might need to come fight this crab here. Wow, Snip's recovery coma, minus 151. That might be the lowest I've seen. Oh, we do want to be careful for these Reavers here. Bring Krusty up here with the others. Okay, Mittens, time to jump in against the scavengers. Big group of them. Okay, Santa Claus up to 20 toughness. We like to see that. The others, though, we just kind of have to let them recover a little bit. It's real nasty when they take all this damage in one limb, which usually tends to be either the head or the chest. Which is because once you get hit in one limb, your chance to be hit there again increases. And I think they probably just have a high chance to be hit in those limbs to begin with. Put mittens on passive. Santa wants blood. Committing crime? Who was Santa committing a crime against? Can't see shit out here in the dark. You know what, I never realized this, but it's so funny watching the fishmen do martial arts. Kind of goofy looking creatures. Like scary, but in a goofy way. Snips is almost back up from that mega coma. Best I can do is zoom in. Be nice if the Crab Town sold camp beds and backpacks. They really don't cater to a lot besides the crabs. Seems like maybe Mittens is feeding the others. Or they're all eating out of Mittens' backpack first. Any better way to arrange that? Guess not. I like the scavengers attacking us and then yelling, "We are doomed." Wow, we're pretty reliably removing limbs from them. If only crabs could eat limbs the way bone dogs could, it would make the viability of a crab-only run go way up. Hey, Snips is with us. Welcome back. What crime are you committing? Currently looting. This is behavior I have to figure out about the crabs because it's also... See, it says picking up food. And it has also shown my crabs were butchering my other crabs before, but nothing ever happens of it. It's like there's some remnant of code in there where the crabs were supposed to be able to scavenge meat off corpses, and they kind of activate it, but not fully. Our wear damage is starting to get bad again. We might have to maybe go by Spring to do some, or Flats Lagoon to do something about that. Well, for a while it was non-stop gurglers. First came the gurgling, then the silence. Maybe let's check out this, we shouldn't be too far from the workshop. Might be some worthwhile stuff in there we can sell. Oh, soldier bots. What are you equipped with? Or a soldier bot? No, multiple. Multiple soldier bots with very high stats. Oh, they've got a leash range, though, and a relatively short one. So they leave you alone if you're not actively messing with the workshop. Really makes you wonder what happens here, right? There's just a square, a perfectly square hole punched in the earth, and then a workshop full of soldier bots, which I think these are screamer units. They're actively doing jobs. Why do I feel like this was empty in my first playthrough? Soldier bot attack us? I feel like a soldier bot attacked us. Oh, or maybe a very large crab. Super secret archaeological dig? Yeah. Well, what do we have over here? Reavers just walking around in acid rain, showing what tough guys they are. We'll probably get most of our crabs knocked out doing this. And then we will take mittens off of passive. Nice, okay. Got everybody patched up. Krusty and Santa taking a little nap. Look at the crab army I command. I do wish you could turn down the bodyguard contracts. But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they kind of just attach themselves to you, and that's it. We just don't really have anything worth selling, right? The old world bow, a little bit. Not really that worth it, though. Not for the space it takes up. Okay, looks like we got everybody back up. Let's see who's down the coast. We do need to be careful. We don't want to get in range of sniper bots. Okay, we got more scavengers. Wow, crabs are vicious to other crabs. That's some damage output. Okay, contract with the Crab Raiders has ended. I do feel like progress was much faster when we were training one crab at a time. And also, the Fogmen was just the easiest way to do it. I think that's what we do. I think we head back to the Fogmen. I'm a little worried about food supply in the region. But we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll go somewhere else, or we'll have to do some shopping trips if it gets too low. But I just don't think there's any better training for the animals than we can get in the Fog Islands. The question is, how do I want to go back through there? Honestly, we should be good to cut back up through this way. Maybe avoid the unwanted zone. Imagine having to take your crab army with you every time you go grocery shopping. Okay, underrated part of the difficulty of traveling with animals is the pathfinding is even worse than with humans. Feel like if we get all of our crabs up to the point, like pretty close to where Mittens is, that's going to be a real good starting point for us to do some interesting stuff. Okay, Santa Claus is having a little coma nap. That's fine. Be back up in a second. Krusty's almost up from the nap as well. Welcome back, Santa. Okay. We continue? Again, pathfinding with this group is just awful. More so if you want to keep them in a group. Good luck. Now, one part of this that I don't know how we're going to do is anybody on turrets. We may have to make some combat exception for Hermit to go and pseudo-attack people who are on turrets, because the crabs are not going to be able to pathfind up to them and attack them on the walls. And that's going to be a problem in places like Blister Hill. Mittens, what are you doing? Oh, passive, that's why. So we're going to have a couple long recovery comas. Honestly, our biggest issue here is fighting other crabs. They just do ridiculous damage. And then we end up in a recovery coma forever. Yeah, Santa's going to be in one too. And we can only carry one crab at a time, so that means we're going to be here until at least one of these crabs wakes up. Also, Snips has an injured leg, so we're going to be moving slowly. Rather have the raw meat and the foul raw meat. Oh, put Krusty back down. Oh, these are friend crabs now. And while I was doing that, everybody woke up. And Snips's leg is just about good, so we'll keep heading this way. Oh, I see. Not everybody's on the same speed currently. They should be. Slow as it is. I wonder if you can splint animal limbs. Should investigate that when we get somewhere with splints. Okay, the leg's healing, so it's just gonna get... They're gonna get slowly faster from here. Is there anywhere safer than in the middle of this gang of giant crabs? I don't think so. An outpost directly ahead. I don't know if I ever determined what that tower is. I feel like it's the tower of spiders, maybe? They're gonna take all different paths. But why are you taking different paths when it's right there? Can some of them not fit through? I have a feeling some of them cannot squeeze through there, so they're gonna go around. Hey, what's up, Sunny Dot? How you doing? Is the crab revolution of Kenshi complete? It's not complete, but it is currently ongoing. We'll find another way down. Maybe we can go this way. We're now up to 4 crabs, and 2 of them are pretty fearsome. The others are getting there. Gurglers. Okay, I think we're good. I wonder what faction we should begin with. I know how the playthrough should end, though. After we have conquered every other faction and replaced humanity with crab, we'll tame the mega crab and turn on the one faction we left alive, the crab raiders themselves, as we needed them to fulfill the plan, but they too are humans who need to be replaced. This will be the slowest march in the history of humanity, this war march. Ah, Snips has a busted leg again. And by the way, this is the game at fastest speed. This is the fastest I can make the game go. This is normal game speed. This is the pace of crab. It is slow, but it is sure. It creeps towards ultimate destiny. But for the rest of us, we speed it up a little. Oh. What was that? Drifters. Interesting. I mean, I'll take the first aid kits. We're gonna need them. Jurassic Park theme. Krusty goes into a recovery coma for so little. We've got to bump that toughness up. Be a really good thing to be training on the Fogman. Okay, Krusty's back. Snips' leg is looking a little better. Is that Gorillo? I didn't realize we had gorillos out here. The nice thing about the crabs is even with low toughness, their health pool is large. And the death ratio is the negative number that corresponds with the limb health. So, like in a standard human, it's 100, and if a crucial organ hits minus 100, you die. If it's 200, then it's when you hit minus 200, you die. The reason we lost so many young crabs is their health pool is like 20 or 35. The health pool is related to the age of the animal. It automatically increases as they age. So even though they may take a lot of damage, as long as they don't go like into the negative triple digits, our chance of losing them is lower than a younger crab. I might want to go say hello to Stobe and see if we get any lore. Apparently there was some in my first playthrough that didn't quite trigger correctly. I don't know if Hermit will just talk out loud to his crabs, but we'll see if we learn anything. Only thing to be careful of is there are reavers in the area. More so over here, I think, than over here. There's Stobe. Say hi to Stobe. We have reavers. Yep. Another hour gone by already. How does it happen? Time flies when you're having crabs. Uh-oh. Okay, it looks like it was just the one that saw us. I do think I'm going to play through this Twitch ad break, so thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for hanging out through those. More Reavers. Yeah, more Reavers. Wow. Okay. Mittens did a lot of that work, but honestly, the whole squad is starting to show up in a real strong way. It's like those planes that right in the sky. Discovered camp. I wonder if that's the Reaver camp, or in my first playthrough, it was taken over by Southern Hive. I wonder, I don't know if that's a scripted event. Oh, great, Stobe. Share us your wisdom. The wisdom of 14 FPS, apparently. Okay, looks like Hermit is not going to give us any lore or anything. Let's get a picture in front of the great Stobe, everybody. Hermit, stop being so withholding. I actually think I want to pass this way behind Stobe, because I think we're better off going through Venge than the unwanted zone, just because of the possibility of being eaten by a beak thing. I don't know how it actually works for animals, because with humans, they start at the limbs and eat the limbs off. But animals, as far as I know, can't lose limbs in this game. So I don't know if predators just start with the vital organs, or if they eat the limbs up to a certain point. Probably be good to know. Yeah, these are Reavers. It's really interesting that the first time I was here, the Southern Hive had taken over. I wonder what I did to cause that change. But if they just don't eat animals if people are around to witness? We'll have to play as an animal to find out. That's a lot of Reavers. Oh, did they just decide to leave us alone? Must have been home territory aggression. It's the unwanted zone, so we're gonna go this way through Stobe's Gamble. Problem through here is probably going to be land bats. Swarms of land bats. Again, I don't know if that's something that will eat us if they knock us down. Also, we might have a group large enough to scare leviathans. So just as a matter of general practice, we don't want to get too close. I don't know if they aggro on groups of animals, but they do aggro on groups of people. Yeah, see, there's a group of land bats there. And with my squad size multiplier turned up, we could see some really large groups of land bats. I'm gonna come close to spring. Spring's kind of down here, so not quite. Are you southern? Oh, goats. Lots of goats. I think this is a good omen. I've just cursed myself by saying that. Wow, check out the unwanted zone. That's why we're not going that way. They literally make a living of eating crab nests alive. However, as animals, we should be okay against the lasers. And who are you, nomads? Scavengers. Could stop by... Oh, this is Brink. I don't think Brink will be unfriendly to us. Could stop by Brink and see about another backpack and some bedrolls. Weak thrall. Okay, the only thing we really have to be careful of here is that we don't get knocked out to the thralls, and then a group of hungry bandits comes by to butcher us. Or I guess a beak thing. Do you think beak things break their beaks when they attack skeletons? I wonder if they grow back stronger. The only thing we have to worry about is absolutely horrific, gruesome death. It seems you understand. All right. Do we have a travel? There's a farm shop, noble house. Yuck. Clothing shop. They may have backpacks. Bar, residential, weapon shop. Clothing shop's probably our best bet. You know what? We can at least sell these skeleton muscles we've been holding on to. Yeah, 35,000 cats. There we go. That's something. I doubt we're gonna find what we're looking for here. Wow, what terrible quality weapons. Hey, Rainstorm Wander, welcome in. Okay, these are all Leviathan pockets. Oh, but I think I could use another animal lunch bag. And 13 dried meat at 82 apiece. Let's see, that's 820 plus 246. That's like 1,066. Yeah, for 13, let's do it. Animal lunch bag, yeah. I think it's Santa Claus who doesn't have a lunch bag. Santa, you need your sack. Need you to empty those bags for me, standard city checks. I don't think they have anything against, like, foul raw meat, so we should be fine. Oh, yeah, this whole thing that's, what do you want from me? 2,000 cats. Price of doing business with the UC. Anyway, Santa, here's your sack. Okay, back through Venge. You know, we could stop at a Holy Nation mine or outpost somewhere along the way and just kind of see where we're at in terms of taking on one of our, like, real major enemies. Holy Nation is kind of a milestone moment for us, I think. And based on our performance against the Reavers, I don't think we should struggle too much up to about the level of Inquisitors. The other thing is Holy Nation armor, for some reason, does not protect their limbs well. So while armor kind of counters animals, we're going to be absolutely brutal about crippling and removing their limbs. Guess we don't have to proceed, like, through the worst. Yeah, let's just cut straight through Revenge. 71 Days Living with Crabs, a Kenshi nature documentary. Let Hermit heal everybody up. Let's hope it goes better than the documentary about living with bears. It's Kenshi, so I wouldn't really bet on it. Discovered old tower. Okay, so that's not the Tower of Abuse. By the way, if anybody happens to be new here and is a fan of Kenshi, I have several Kenshi playthroughs edited on the channel. You've got my blind first playthrough. You can see how I went into the game knowing nothing. My solo hardcore rock bottom playthrough. I am editing my Kenshi Fogman rehabilitation playthrough right now. That should be up hopefully within a week. I'm about 70% through the raw cutting, and then I got to do the scripting, voiceover, music, all that. This will be a video too eventually. We've also got a video essay on Kenshi. Kenshi making amazing stories. Kind of just celebrates what a great game this is. And then coming up in the week, Tuesday, I know I am doing Little Nightmares 3 and perhaps Reanimal with Commerkle. So that'll be a co-op stream, both on Twitch and YouTube. Kenshi, for anybody joining us for the first time, is a Saturday and Sunday thing on this channel. Although I do have some family things coming up that could happen at any time that could, you know, demand some time away. So I will keep up with you as soon as I know something like that is happening. Discord and on the YouTube community section as well. Which, by the way, if you'd like to join the Discord, it is in the section, the description on YouTube or in the panels on Twitch. Thank you, Maiko, for pulling up all those links. I appreciate you. I never did get Caster Labs posting to the YouTube chat. Even more difficult now that it's two separate chats. Which, by the way, they are supposed to be bringing those together soon. They're supposed to be setting it up so on YouTube you can have horizontal and vertical on one stream instead of having to split it up into two. Greatly looking forward to that. Okay, Krusty's a little bit kind of unconscious. you don't gotta chase him all the way. They get the point. Yeah, take your time, Maiko. Wow, they just don't stop. The thralls start coming and they don't stop coming. Just remember what I said. The big threat with that is not that we die to being knocked out, but that some hungry bandits wander by while we're unconscious and start butchering. There's a reason I mostly reserve mittens for point defense at this point. Oh, Krusty's still unconscious. Oh, recovery coma. Okay, it's not a bad one. Couple seconds and we should be up. Wow, an Iron Spider out here, too. I didn't remember these guys being all this way. It's a lower end one, though. Should be a smuggler's bar up here we can stop at. We just need to be careful of beak things in this part of the world. think the Caster Labs bot has one of the most unique username colors you have seen on Twitch. Oh, I can't, is it the orange? Like an orangey red, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice bot for doing YouTube and Twitch. I wish that Firebot would bring YouTube integration, but I understand if that's not really their focus. Then again, I haven't checked the Discord, their Discord lately to see if, you know, maybe they've discussed doing something like that. Okay, where am I? I'm a little south of where I thought I was. Happens. Wow, down to just the one crab. Krusty may go into a recovery coma. Yeah. Santa Claus will pop back up. Yeah, let's have Hermit actually grab Krusty so we can keep going out of this heat zone here. I was gonna kind of try to head in the vicinity of Smuggler's Bar, which I think is here. Again, just keeping an eye on the beak things. And that massive group of hungry bandits. I wonder if Hermit could run around dropping food as a distraction for the hungry bandits. Well, Hermit might not have any human food. Some rice bowls. Something to think about. Band of Bones. You know what? I did talk about doing a bounty. Band of Bones is where? They're like here-ish. It's a thought. Krusty's back up, so we'll let Krusty walk. Big group of beak things there. I think Hermit is basically not able to sneak at all because of the crab armor. The others can, though. What? What are y'all doing in here? There's no lights on. It's dark as hell. We've got like 15 people standing on tables. All right, far be it for me to ask questions. Dried fish is a good food. it stacks nicely. All right, you all enjoy whatever this is. The quicker you leave, the better, Drifter. Okay, I interrupted something. Don't know what. We'll be on our way. Wow, look at this group of hungry bandits. I guess if I'm scared of hungry bandits, then Skinner's Roam is not really the place I should be going. To be fair, I'm not all that concerned about them in the context where they are the only threat. Although there is a crossover area here with both hungry bandits and beak things. And dust bandits, I think. We're looking health pretty good. So the problem with trying to fight the Holy Nation out here is the same problem we encountered that killed Crab Cake a couple episodes ago. Who would you be? Okay, Hungry Bandits. It's one of the smaller groups. The larger groups, if the population size change is accurate, will be like 70, I think. Oh, I wonder if this way station up here will have backpacks and bedrolls. Mongrel should when we get there, if nothing else. We may have to hunt Garu or something. Who are you? Oh, slave mongers. Gotta admit, I'm a little curious. So aside from mittens, we do take a little damage doing that. Technically, by stronger opponent logic, though, they're about the right level that Krusty should be fighting. Oh, don't tell me the way station's gonna put a bounty on my head because I attacked slave mongers. We got dust bandits here. Gonna let me be? Smart move. Okay, the committing crime tag went away. But... Oh. Slavemonger got up and tried to attack. Bad move. Couple sleeping bags. And some dried meat. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that. Okay, we gotta buy that back at a loss. Meant to move that. So that I could stack the meat better. And I did say I was gonna experiment with splint kits. I think, let's grab a scavenger's basket for now. See how we can work this. We're not using the plate jacket. We can always buy another if we need it. And then this way we can swap backpacks and we can carry different things in each. When we get somewhere that has a wooden backpack, we'll trade it for a second wooden backpack. What's this look like? Can you stack? No. Okay. Why was the alarm raised? What? That was a lawful transaction, I'll have you know. Might have been something to do with the slavemonger. Not the first time I've gotten in trouble in town for attacking a slavemonger too close. It still says we're committing assault. Hold up. Krusty's stuck on a rock. Game is flawless. Alright, let's navigate the pathing that is the border zone now. I don't know why, but sometimes just clicking actually in the world seems to get better results than clicking on the map. I suppose on the map you could end up clicking like at an elevation table that you just can't interact with or something. Hey, good night, Kutri. Thank you for the raid. Hope you get some good rest. And we'll see you around soon. Hey, appreciate you. Stop in here. I don't think the hub sells a whole lot of food, but I get a bedroll also. One dried meat. Yeah, they're not exactly rolling in it. little bar down the way might be better. Might actually take me more time to stop in and get the food than it buys me in feeding the crabs. Am I seeing this right? No dried meat? Well, I'll take a fish. Alright, we probably want to travel behind Stack. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. Instead of Santa Claus, we could have named it Sandy Claus. That's okay. We can always have a Santa Claus and a Sandy Claus. Who are you? Wandering Assassin? Tech Hunter. Okay. Not messing with you. We once again retreat into the Mountain of Mist for training. So navigation training because it's a little dark and I'm a little lost. Oh, maybe the cannibals are a good first faction to take down. They're close to Mongrel. They're lightly armored. That seems like a good first test of skill. Oh, Holy Nation. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so Mittens tears them up. And as I suspected, in one fight, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 severed limbs from a single squad. Including this paladin. Mittens is fit for that battle. The others are not yet, but they will be. They will be. I guess the bone dogs around here could be a source of food also. So there is food here if we get creative. Oh. Or if the food gets creative with us. It's slightly more nutritious if we cook it, so I wonder what the calculus is on that, if it's worth the time that it takes. Overall, they seem to still have the food that they need, so... Where are you? Starving bandits. Not really of training value to us. Alright, well that only took like an hour or more to cross the map with crabs, so we'll have to keep that in mind for future activities. We'll have to plan out our course, knowing how long it takes us to traverse. Oh, no, I went the wrong way. I do want to go up through here. We've got pretty high athletics, too. It's just crabs, looks like crabs top out at 12 miles an hour all the time. I bet there's a mod that adds skeleton crab legs, though. And I think it's up through here. I remember the first time I came to Mongrel, I was so confused. Well, the first several times, it took me like 3 tries to find the city. I think there was so much activity going on that it slowed down my game. Wonder if the fog has anything to do with these giant metal constructs or with obedience nearby, or if it just happens to be foggy and also host those things. Set down our camp beds here. Hey, Scanlan, I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're well. Hermit in bed, or Snips in bed, and Krusty. I should have spaced these out more. These are very large crabs. All right, and with that, It is unfortunately my bedtime. So, reminder, if you're new here and you want to see more Kenshi, I would love to have your subscription, or maybe check out the other Kenshi content on the channel before you decide. That's totally all right with me. Saturdays and Sundays for Kenshi is the plan, so if you want to see more of the Kenshi CRABMASTER, then the next time to see it is going to be Saturday between 6 and 7 Eastern. Of course, you can always find the VODs on my YouTube channel under the live. And if I don't have a playlist for CRABMASTER already, I will do so right after stream. That way you can easily catch up on anything you missed, or if you happen to not be in my time zone, you can see it that way. All right, this has been an exciting one. We managed to get ourselves a couple more crabs and get stronger, and now I think we've really got a plan for moving forward. So Saturday is going to be probably an hour or two of training montage, and then... Oh, hold on. Get him, Mittens. Well, this is toughness training anyways. And then we will take the fight to the cannibals. And we will see how we perform against our first minor faction. I hope to see you for it next weekend. Adventure in Kenshi is coming along. Yes, it is. Thank you, Scanlan. And like I said before, Tuesday is finishing Little Nightmares 3 with Commercial and also doing the Reanimal demo. Tuesday is a co-op stream. Other streams this week, aside from the Saturday, Sunday Kenshi, to be announced. So you will find those in Discord first, and I will also try to put them on the YouTube community tab. If you did like today's stream or VOD, your like goes a long way to telling YouTube that you enjoyed it, and thank you for being here. I hope you did enjoy it, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD, and I hope to see you again for more of the Kenshi CRABMASTER. YouTube, until we catch you again, please